XENNS Mangird Top Pro Review. Real hybrid IEM results that outperform the price. You are deep into a late-night listening session when the mix feels flat. Vocals sit buried in a crowded wall of sound, and every adjustment just moves the problem around without actually solving it. I remember being in exactly that place, swapping tips and cables on 3 different IEMs in a single evening, chasing clarity that kept slipping away. That moment when good enough stops being enough. Does that sound familiar? The frustration compounds quietly over time. You spend hours with music you love, but hear it through a smeared, congested lens, where instruments blur and fine details disappear before they even register. A friend described it after months of settling for poor separation. Listening had started feeling like work instead of pleasure, and the enjoyment was slowly draining away. That exhaustion is real. The right answer is closer than most people realize.
Don't just pick any hybrid IEM. Make sure it has a properly engineered multi-driver crossover with genuine frequency separation, so you never experience that muddy, congested sound where nothing sits in its right place again. That is exactly why the XENNS Mangird Top Pro became the clear answer after careful comparison. 10 drivers per side, combining dual custom dynamic drivers for bass authority with 8 balanced armatures for mids and treble, all managed through a 4-way passive crossover that keeps every frequency range clean, defined, and precisely placed. Sub-bass reaches deep and hits with real weight. Vocals emerge crystal clear without being artificially pushed forward. Treble extends with genuine air without crossing into harshness. A mixing engineer nearly scrapped a late-night session over positioning doubts, then borrowed the Top Pro and heard exactly where every element belonged in the stereo field. Problem solved before morning. Some users quietly discover it doubles as a reliable personal reference monitor for critical listening well beyond casual enjoyment. What experienced listeners often notice next, though, is how the premium cable and interchangeable connector system reshape ownership in ways that are easy to underestimate at first glance.
The improvement does not arrive loudly. It settles in gradually as your ears stop searching and simply start trusting what they hear. Headphonics described the Top Pro as offering superb refinement, natural tonality, and a spacious, immersive soundstage with impressive technical ability from top to bottom, a grounded assessment reflecting genuine long-term use rather than a launch day impression. An everyday audiophile upgrading from a single dynamic IEM put it more personally, saying the jump in detail and separation was immediately noticeable, and after weeks of listening, he could still enjoy hours of music without fatigue. One expectation worth resetting is the assumption that a 10-driver configuration automatically produces a bright or clinical signature. The crossover tuning here specifically avoids that outcome, keeping energy balanced and musical across the full range. That matters more than most buyers anticipate. For anyone concerned about versatility, the included 196-core copper-silver hybrid cable with interchangeable 3.5mm and 4.4mm plugs means you connect to existing gear without buying anything extra, a genuine objection quietly removed before it becomes one. Growing recognition across audiophile communities, professional monitoring contexts, and content creation spaces reflects something more organic than marketing momentum. What has your experience been with hybrid IEMs in this range? See why so many professionals continue relying on it well after the initial excitement settles. The shelf fit and tip matching process hold one more practical insight worth understanding before you decide. The XENNS Mangird Top Pro is the kind of IEM that earns its place in a serious collection and stays there. Audiophiles, musicians, content creators, and detail-oriented listeners reach for it consistently because it balances technical resolution with genuine musicality in a way that remains satisfying long after the novelty fades. That balance is genuinely rare. The link is in the description, and I encourage you to check it out and hear the difference for yourself. Results may vary depending on your source gear, tip selection, and listening preferences, but the foundation here is built for lasting enjoyment and real confidence.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.